named reality. And then it negotiates for you. And that's what's going to happen to us.
While Americans refuse to alter their lifestyles, geopolitical reality is taking shape. Both the Arctic and the Antarctic have been effectively annexed this year, the hope being that there are oil and gas resources there, enough to save the consumer from negotiating with reality for just one more day.
This is a matter of people. This is a matter of us. And I think there's no way to think about the problem that gives you an optimistic picture of what will happen. It all looks pretty bad, and people don't like to think about terrible things until they hit.
You have a message that's starkly real, that we're running out of oil in a world that runs on oil. This is a very stark message. Now, I'm just saying, have you run into situations where the response has been to rationalize the case for ignoring this issue must get to extreme levels?
Because if you ask people whether oil, gas, and all the other stuff, whether fossil resources, whether they are finite or not, everybody says, of course they're finite. Yeah? But at the same time, they believe this finiteness has nothing to do with their lives. And this is the error which is coming to the surface right now. It has to do with all our lives, not in a far distant future, when the last drop or whatever has been consumed, but now, when we are at this turning point from every year a little bit more to every year a little bit less.
This is the kind of thing that can hit overnight effectively and cause the United States and the world economies to go into recession, which deepens each year. We're talking about maybe the worst kind of pollution, and that is people out of work and losing their houses and being basically destitute.
Well, I guess I'm not going to find any answers here. It looks like the world is going to be using up more oil than it can possibly find, and this idea of peak oil is true. The world has hit peak oil. Of course, the natural thing to do in such a situation would be to conserve. Conservation is the way to go. Don't drive any SUVs. I mean, you're in the middle of the desert. What do you need an SUV for? Just drive a camel. That's the natural way to go. Keep that in mind, okay? We'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.